My name is Mad Skills, and you are now tuned into the Spark Something podcast. And right here, I want you guys to be the best version of yourself. I want you to live out the life that God is calling you to live out, because there'll never be another you. And no one else can do it the way that you can do it. Not with the flavor God has given you. So with that being said, welcome to the show. Let's go. Yo guys, what's going on? This is your girl Mad Skills. Welcome to another episode of the Spark Something podcast. I gotta say it like that so y'all know what's up. Y'all know what's real. Let's get into this thing right quick. You feel me? Yo, last week I missed y'all. Did you miss me too? It was a doozy, man. It was a lot going on at work, bro. And when I got off, to be real with you, when I got off, I hibernated, bro. I've never slept that long. I can't say that. I haven't slept that long since I was probably a baby. You feel me? Like a baby. I was tired. Like really, really tired. But that is no excuse. The show must go on. You feel me? That is why I'm coming to you this week. I want to let you guys know I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for everything. So, the show must go on. Facts on facts. I don't want you guys to get discouraged about how anybody feels, even how you feel sometimes, about what's going on in life, and allow that to be what knocks you off your focus. I want you guys to remain focused because life is interesting, man. And it's hard out here sometimes. And it doesn't always feel good. And sometimes you feel like life dealt you a bad hand. And it's true, it could have. And I'm going to be honest with you. I know people be saying God gives his, toughest battles to the strongest soldiers. I'm tired, boss. I was tired. For real. I don't be wanting to be strong all the time. Sometimes I want to sleep. You feel me? That's just me being honest. And I'm not the only one. But I want to encourage y'all and tell y'all, yo, I know you want to sleep. I know you don't want to always be strong. But we still got to show up, bro. We still have to show up. Because there is this knocking that will not allow me to rest. And I spoke about that. And I know it's in some of y'all too. The reason to why I'm talking about this, I listened to a message actually this morning, to be honest, and it was by Sarah Jakes Roberts. And she said something so profound in this message. And I wanted to bring it to y'all because I wanted y'all to hear it too. Also, go check out the message that she did. It was a Mother's Day message. She's wearing all blue. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna stop right there. I'm gonna say this. Sarah Jakes is probably one of the flyest lady pastors I have seen in a long time. Y'all be stepping. You feel me? Y'all step real big, real heavy. Sarah Jakes is fly, bro. Sis look good. She looks good with a T, bro. She is fly. I like her wardrobe, the makeup, face be beat, it's crazy. But sis is fly. Back to the message. So it was a message that she did for Mother's Day, which was on Sunday. Happy belated Mother's Day, because this is gonna come out after Mother's Day. Happy belated Mother's Day to all of the beautiful mothers that will be listening to this. You are superheroes. We love you. We greatly appreciate you. And thank you for everything that you do, because y'all be out here like working real hard, and I'm inspired and very encouraged by y'all, because one day I hope to be a mom. So but shout out to my God kids. I love y'all. Mwah. Anyways, the message that she did was on Mother's Day, and she said something so profound. I'm hopefully I don't butcher this, but she was basically talking about a lot of people call certain, like they call it sabotaging, like self-sabotaging. And Sarah literally put a spin on it. She was like, they call it self-sabotaging, but in all actuality, it's destiny sabotaging. Like destiny, bro? Like your entire destiny, dog? Destiny sabotaging. Like when I say like that's my mind exploding. That's a sound effect because I know y'all can't see me. But I was like, whoa, because I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting to think the way I was thinking early in the morning when she said that. Because I was like, yo, imagine all of this stuff I didn't do because I didn't think I was qualified or equipped. Imagine all of the stuff that I struggled with because I didn't think I was qualified or equipped. Imagine all of the things. Imagine how far I would be right now. Because I want to let y'all know it's according to your faith. It's always been according to your faith. Like you can go as far as your faith can go. And that's facts on facts. But she literally said it's not self sabotaging, it's destiny sabotaging. Imagine all of the doors that you are supposed to walk through, that I'm supposed to walk through, that other people are supposed to walk through because we were the ones that came through first. Hmm? Imagine all of the tables that are set and ready for us to grub and feast. And because we're afraid, we don't even show up. That's a metaphor and that's a literal thing. But seriously, imagine all of the places that God has already prepared. But because we feel as though we're unqualified, we don't go. Case in point. So this morning I had an interview. Okay, I had a job interview for a new position that I applied for. I applied for a couple of them, but I had a job interview this morning, and I had to go and check out this application because I've been working so much. But I had to go and check out this application, and I had to be like, "What the heck did I apply for?" You know how you just be applying for jobs? Facts. Like how you just be applying for stuff because you ready to like, get on the good foot and slide up out of that thing. But I applied for so much, and I'm just like, people are calling. Remind me what position I applied for. See, what's the name of your company? Like I don't even want to ask, but sometimes I have to because I'm like, I applied for what now? Nah. But I applied for this position and I went back and I checked the application because I had to go back and check the job description on it. I'm like, okay, I can do this, but let me see what it entails because I don't know how far in detail I've gone to doing, this specific position. And I was like, I don't know if I can do that now. I was texting one of my old coworkers and I told him about the position and I was like, I have an interview in about 30 minutes. I don't think I'm qualified for this job. But they saw fit to hit me up and say, hey, we want to interview you. We think you would be great fit for this position. So I was honestly like contemplating not showing up for this interview. And it was only because I felt as though I was unqualified when I read the job description. How many of y'all know that a lot of these companies are going to train you anyways? I'm not saying apply to be a part of the Secret Service and you've only been a mall cop or top flight security of the world. I'm not telling you to apply for the Secret Service and try to protect the president of these here United States. I'm not asking you to apply for jobs that you know for a fact you've never done before. I'm saying like when you have minimum experience and it's like this is a lot more experience for this position that I have on my resume. I'm just trying to figure out what did you see on my resume? Because when I applied, I was like, God, I'm applying for this because I got faith. And then when I saw what the qualifications were, when I went back over the qualifications, I was like, I don't know. Your girl don't know. They asking for a lot. I ain't never done half of this. I probably done a third of it, and it was the bare minimum because my job doesn't require me to do all of this. But I was like, you know what? I want something different. I want to try something new. I want to learn something new. That's really why I apply for certain positions because I'm like, they hired me. I'm just gonna learn something new. What's the harm in that? So he literally sent a scripture to me, and I was so thankful. You know, you just be thankful for your Christian friends, like your friends that believe in the same God that you believe in, your friends that'll pray. Oh, pray with you, pray you through. Oh, I felt that in my shanana. You feel me? Your friends that will walk with you on this journey. Um, Jesus, glory be to God. There's a few of them. I appreciate y'all. Okay, so he sent me Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. He sent me that, and he was like, exclamation. He sent me like, I'm looking at it now. I can't tell you how many. About 8 exclamation points, and then he said, "You got it." And I sent some black praying hands because I am black, and I do pray. So I went and found some black praying hands, and I was like, "Amen, amen." And he was like, "Let me know how it goes," and I was like, "I will." So after that, I went ahead and I did the interview. I'm gonna bring it all back around to what I was saying at the beginning. But I went ahead and I did the interview, and it was cool. I was myself. That's the one thing that I love now in this season that I'm in. I don't have to be uptight. I remember when I first not dropped. I remember when I first graduated from college and I started looking for jobs that were not in my field of experience, and I had so much anxiety, so much freaking anxiety. I can tell you about a couple of them. So, what I did was, because I felt like I was unqualified, I would apply for jobs that I knew I was overqualified for, and they would work the dog spit out of me. Anybody else listening to this podcast probably can attest to it because Jesus Christ, welcome to the slave ship. You feel me? God. So, what I did this time around, because the job that I'm working for, I have worked and I've done things and I've surprised myself with working for Carvana, and I've learned so many things, and the job has been amazing. There have been a lot of downs, a lot of them, and I'm just ready to go. Like, I'm ready for something new. I'm tired of driving. I'm tired of the back and forth and the ups and downs and everything. No shade to the company. If you do work for them, more power to you. God bless you and good luck. So that's just coming from me. But I've always applied for positions that were probably below my qualification. And I'm like, they'll hire me, you know? And I just need a job. So now, because I've gone through the fire and I've experienced so much post COVID, you know, I started really applying for jobs during COVID because I worked for um, a hotel. I was inside the hotel. I was inside the kitchen area. And you know, when COVID happened, people stopped traveling, hotels shut down, so much happened. So I ended up having to find another job outside of the field that I had been working in for the last 5 years. So I've been looking for a job off and on. I've done, you know, 9 months, 10 months. This is actually the first job that I've had for the last almost 2 years. And I'm just like, all right, time for something different. I'm kind of tired of driving. I'm ready to, do something different. I've seen South Florida and all it has to offer. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to apply for something that I'm probably not going to be qualified for. And I was just applying. I was like, whoever hit me back, hit me back. That was just where my faith was on 10 because I was like, I can do anything. I'm not trying to work for the Secret Service, so I'm not going to apply for them. But I was like, I can do this. And I checked those qualifications out, and I was like, I'm not qualified. And when I text my friend, he was like, Philippians 4:13, you got this. And I was like, I got it. I got this. So I did the interview. In my opinion, the interview actually went great. Like I said, I was myself, so I cracked some jokes. They asked me questions. They only ask you like one question of, oh, do you think that you can actually do this job without any, any stipulations? And I was like, yeah. And she asked me what the job, what interests me. And I was like, I'm ready to try something different. Not that I know anything about this. I don't know as much about it as to what you guys have on this job description, but I ain't gonna tell you all that. I can tell y'all this because y'all not her. But and she's not gonna find me on here. You hear me? So I was like, yeah, I'm all for it. I'm down. Let's get it started. And then it's a hybrid job. So I go, I think 3 days in the office, 2 days at home. I don't have to be driving like that. It's not that far from my house, which is amazing. So if I do get the position, great. I'll let y'all know. If I don't, we back to searching. I ain't tripping. God is God, and He gonna provide. You feel me? So I said all of that to literally say I'm not sabotaging my finances. Like this job that I applied for, that I don't feel as though that I didn't. Back that up. That I didn't feel that I was qualified for. I did that interview, and I was who I am in this day and age, my whole self. And I was able to laugh. I was able to be a real human and not just be like, yes, no, maybe. So what now? Like I didn't have to robotic because I didn't know what they were gonna ask me, but I didn't have to give them robotic answers, and I'm proud of myself for that. I didn't have to be like, oh, you know what, I really enjoy helping people. That is why I'm applying. That's the general answer for everything. I enjoy helping people, and I do, but I'm not trying to work for you because I enjoy helping people. I need some money, and you're hiring. Give me a job. Like that's how I feel. That's how I feel, and I'm not the only one. I don't care what y'all say. Y'all feel the same way I do. Y'all hiring. Why would you ask me that question? That is why I'm applying. You're hiring. I applied. Let's do this. For as long as God allows me to do it, or for until I get tired. Then when I get tired, I'm going to somebody else. You feel me? That's what a job is for. It's not a career. You pay, I work. Let's go. So that's where we at. And I'm in good spirits about it. But I said all of that to basically say I am no longer shortchanging myself, and you shouldn't either. You should not shortchange yourself, whether it be a job or a new career path, whether it be opening up a business, whether it be starting a YouTube channel, or working on your Instagram, doing cover letters, doing content creation, whatever you want to do, like go for it. If you want to look for another job, great. If you want a job to pay your bills and you want to work on the side, you want to work your dreams and your goals on the side, cool, because that's what I plan on doing with this position. You talk about 2 days at home. Who not finna be working on this podcast at home? Who not finna be baking cookies at home? Who not finna be writing music at home? Me. I'm finna be doing all. You give me 2 days off? I mean 2 days at home? Say less. I'm Gucci. We can do this. So whatever it is that God has called you to do, whatever it is that He says is yours, if God said it, baby, you can take it to the bank and you can cash it, bro. I'm telling you. Like we're not moving in fear anymore. We not destiny sabotaging, self-sabotaging. Like I'm not trying to do that anymore. You literally are called to be great and greater because our God is greater. So you're called to be like Him. You're called to be like His Son. Like stop pretending like you average, bro. Come on, man. You're not no sucker out here in these streets, bro. You know what you're supposed to be doing. And you playing yourself. We're going to stop playing ourselves this year. We not average, bro. Let's get to this. Because it's so many doors that have our name on it. And because we don't feel like we qualify for it, we're not even going to go towards the door. We're like, nah, how much? Okay, that sound good, but what I got to do? What's the description? Oh no, that might not be for me. I'm going to pass that over. Like, nah, that's for you. If God brought it to your lap, He brought it to your hands, bro, take it. It's yours. It's ours, bro. It's ours for the taking. What God has for you is yours. I don't care if somebody's out here doing what you're supposed to be doing. If God says it's yours, it's going to be yours. You might just have to go a different route, and that's cool. Your route may not look like their route, and that's cool. And it probably won't, because your journey won't look like their journey. If anything, connect with them. Maybe you can get some information and some insight from them. Maybe you can help them. Maybe they can help you along your journey. And it's gravy. Like, we also got to stop pretending like, oh, I can do this on my own. I got this. I know what I'm doing, such and such and such. Like, bro, it's okay to have community. It's okay to have people. I thank God for my friend this morning. Big shout out to Gary. Yo, I thank God for Gary this morning, because he spoke life into me. He was like, yo, what you mean you ain't qualified? Philippians 4:13, like, bruh. And I know the scripture well. And I was literally sitting up here like, I don't know. But I know for a fact I'm not trying to stay where I'm at. I know I want better and I want more. And I already said, yo, by the end of this year, I'm going to be in a whole nother tax bracket. That's just my personal goal. Those are personal things that I said between me and God. And I've said them to a couple of my friends, but I meant that. Different tax bracket, yo. There is nothing that nobody can tell me that I can't do. The only person stopping you is you. I don't care about nothing that happened in your past. Don't let that stop you. I don't care about nothing that you see anybody else doing. Don't let that stop you. I don't care if you think you're too far behind. Don't let that stop you. You are exactly where you need to be. And it's all according to your faith of how far you can go. It's all according to your faith. If you believe and you trust God and it's yours, bro, you can go as far as God will allow you to. And it's limitless what God has poured into this earth for us, bro. What He's put into this earth for us to do, for His chosen vessels to do. It's limitless. Because our God is limitless, bro. Take the limits off of God, take the limits off of yourself. If it's yours, you got it. But when we start doubting and we start sabotaging, destiny sabotaging, when we start thinking that it's nothing that we can do, and when we start thinking like, yo, that's not mine, I can't do that. You right, you can't. Not by yourself. I thank God for community. I thank God for just being God. I thank Him for pouring into, for bringing people in my circle to pour back into me. Because I can't do this alone. And neither can you, and you don't have to. So I trust God on this journey, regardless of what happens. I know that I got to keep moving forward, and so do you. I'm saying this out of love. I'm saying this because I want to see everybody that listens to this podcast win. And even if you don't listen to this podcast, I still want to see you win. Because you deserve that. But let's get out of here. I don't want to run this up too much longer. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And I want y'all to not get distracted and stop destiny sabotaging. And go ahead and check out that sermon that I'm talking about. Sarah Jakes Roberts is her Mother's Day sermon. She dressed in all blue. Sisters Fly with the blue eyeshadow. It's popping. Okay, she popping. So go check it out. I forgot the name of it right now, but it's her Mother's Day sermon that she did at the Potter's house. And if you don't know who she is, you're living under a rock. So you might want to polish up on that as well. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. This has been your girl, Mad Skills. Wait a minute. Let me put the rest in it. Thank y'all so much for all that y'all do. Thank you for liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing to my YouTube channel. I gotta start putting this on here because I ain't been putting my stuff up on YouTube, but I thank y'all for subscribing to my YouTube channel still. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you guys who have shared this with somebody else. Thank y'all for listening to this, probably on your way to work, on your way home from work, on your way to the gym, at the gym, wherever. It don't matter. I'm grateful for you. I appreciate you. From the US to the UK, thank y'all. All right. Now, this has been your girl Mad Skills. This is another episode of the Spark Something podcast. And I hope this sparks some in your life. And I'm out. Peace, baby.